Hello there.
Hey, hey, bum lady, hey, hey, bum lady, hey, hey, bum lady, hey, hey, bum lady.
Welcome to episode 38 this morning. What day is it? Wednesday morning.
It's a Tuesday.
And me and Vic are going to give a bit of an update on Sanctus and the business in general. So how do you feel like the start of the year's gone in general?
It's been quick. We've had like a lot of things going on the business side of stuff. We've seen a lot of new partners join the ranks as well, which is really exciting, and some huge names, which is one of the most exciting things.
So if we had to start, we've had Vice,
Had Aviva.
Aviva Digital Garage,
Yes.
yeah, Contino, big recruitment firm, Digital Fine Print, a small business in London as well.
Doing really exciting stuff with tech, looking like they're going to grow pretty quickly.
It's just exciting every time. I think every time we start with a new business, especially big brands like Vice, it's just exciting to go into a new workplace, kick things off, introduce Sanctus, introduce mental health. I wasn't even there for that intro session, but it sounds like the buzz there was like...
It was great, yeah. Like I was just in the audience kind of there supporting James as he kicked things off with Sophie, who's our head of coaching. And it's just always really interesting to be like a fly on the wall in the audience, like just to get that kind of atmosphere. And I could just see like no one was really on their phones, which is always a very good sign when you're in one of those intro workshops and people were just sort of like, it was the slow nod. I had a lot of this going on. But the team received it really well. It's had a really, really, really good kickoff there. All the sessions are full. And I think Sophie's having a really good time there coaching. But yeah, it's always super exciting when we get somewhere and it seems like the staff get it. It's something that they want and they're getting value out of it straight away as well, which just reminds us that we're doing like something so important.
And it's I love seeing like the journey. So like from that point, from like day one that we go in to like some of the businesses we've been working with over a year now, just seeing that kind of journey that people go on. And then obviously at the end of last year, me and Vic spend a lot of time basically renewing and kind of talking to all of our partners from 2017 and basically talking to them about 2018. So it's been awesome to take almost all of our partners from 2017 into this year as well.
Yeah, it's been like a large majority of them as well. So yeah, it's really exciting, and just to know that we can do so much more now that we've been in a business that bit longer as well. And yeah, people are building up relationships with the coaches, and we're actually now able to kind of see how things have developed. We've got some exciting stuff in the pipeline as well to see how much, people feel like they've got a benefit from talking to a coach, and we can start to have a bit more awareness of what it is that Sanctus does to a workplace.
I think one of the biggest changes from this time this year compared to last year, I suppose is like last year we learned what worked, what we wanted to do. I feel like this year, you said it well this morning, like we want to be more of a partner with the business that we work with, and rather than just we provide a coach for the business, we are their full mental health partner and we offer a range of things. We're trying to work more deeply with every business we work with, aren't we?
Definitely. I think one of the things that we've always said is that we never just want to be those people who just pop a coach in a meeting room somewhere once a month. We really want to help businesses put mental health into the fabric of their culture, really. And part of what we're so good at doing is offering people space. So one way that we can offer that within businesses even more is by running things like workshops and letting our coaches come in, do their thing, create these really helpful workshops, which I know there's something quite different about them to what we've done before as well. There's a lot of like actionable tools there. We're not coming in and telling people what to do to solve their mental health, but we're very much giving them a framework, some tools of their own that they can use to keep on owning where they're at in their journey, and doing their own work outside of the space.
So there's the pledge, I suppose, which is behind us, has been big for sort of having an impact on the broader culture. And then, as Vic says, like adding things like workshops, and I think more down on the line list this year, just to have more of an impact on like that culture and the approach towards mental health.
Exactly.
That's what we want to do more of. And then just work, I don't think this year, we've said it like time and time again, but we don't want to scale too quickly and work with every business in London, and we're not knocking on doors of businesses. We're still looking for businesses to sort of gravitate towards us, and we work closely with a small number. So if you're watching this and you work for a business or you run a business and kind of mental health is a priority, then yeah, we're just looking to talk to people like that this year, I think.
Totally, yeah. People who are bought into it, people who, really want to have this, as I just said, as part of the fabric of their culture within the company. It's something they believe in, it's something that their leadership team believe in, if there's something like head of people. And yeah, exactly as George said, we're not looking to get 1 million businesses on board, but kind of grow it in a sustainable way that also helps us grow into our roles as well.
True,
so that we don't kind of, feel like we're on kind of a hamster wheel sort of thing, where there's all these partners coming in and we're not even sure how we're going to adapt our roles within the Sanctus business to suit that as well.
As that grows, like our team's growing and our roles are changing. So like our coaching team, we've got an amazing coaching team, some of the best coaches in the country. That team is growing this year as we grow, which is super exciting, bringing on board. We've got 2 assessment evenings this month where we've got quite a big number of coaches coming into the Sanctus space, going through sort of a couple of assessment evenings with our team. So that team will grow. And maybe the HQ team, we expect it to grow as, you know, we've got 300 or 400 people using Sanctus every month now. By the end of the year, that could be 700 or 800. So our roles as a team will change. Already, like me, our roles have changed since you first came in.
It's very true.
As we've had more work to do. So I'm looking forward to that as well.
Yeah, it's just all about like streamlining things, I think, and working out that, you know, as the pool of people who use Sanctus, as that grows, how do we need to change things internally to best suit that demand and to make sure that we're working on things we should be, that we're not kind of crossing over on things, or, you know, there's responsibilities where it doesn't make sense for me to take them over George or vice versa. So yes, I'm looking forward to seeing how that will affect our side of the business, because content team's grown a fair amount, and then
It's true.
it's just me and George at the moment, co-captains of the business ship.
It'll be interesting. Yeah, I'm excited for that. I think that will come in time when we're ready. I think we've said before, like with everything we do at Sanctus, we want to do it sustainably in the right way. So I remember towards the end of last year, as we'd grown, me and you had a good sit down, basically to talk about, right, Vic, you're owning these things, I'll own these things, and basically focusing on 2 or 3 things that we both do well. And then there'll be a point where you can't do those 2 or 3 things because there's such big jobs. And I think that's where we might be looking to grow the Sanctus business team, so look out for that.
Yeah, but we'll tell you when that happens.
Yeah.
So
I feel like right now we're like positive and kind of, yes, we're going to do this and that, but actually like day to day, me and Vic are like fighting, we call them like fighting fires, like fixing problems, solving things.
It's a lot of like 8:30 in the morning, looking at your emails and being like, cool, so I'm gonna have to do that before I start anything else. Or, you know, like for me as well, like part of what I've really liked about Sanctus is getting to do creative stuff. Like I've actually been able to do a lot more writing and contribute to the blog and stuff like that. But then obviously things get in the way, and quite often, you know, I don't necessarily have time to do that because I'm trying to fight a fire, as George put it, or trying to deal with something last minute. So yeah, even though we are both very caffeinated and positive this morning, it's not always super easy and rosy. And we've done a lot of like learning last year as well, which I think is probably a video in itself, because I can think of a few things that we could share some lessons on.
Some late nights.
Yeah, some late nights, a lot of me coming out the gym frantically on my phone trying to sort stuff out. Yeah. So, but I feel like that's a good story to tell for another time.
We will.
But it's not always easy, as George said.
So we'll keep you updated on the business, how we grow this year, and we'll be like as honest as we can as well about how difficult that is too. So catch you in the next update.
Yeah. See you later.
Fire then.
Yeah.
Fuck, we could have gone forever.